Cool. So how are you?
All right, alive.
Good, cool. So, first question then, what experience have you had coaching multi-skills in schools?
I used to work in schools as a teaching and learning assistant and found that when I used sports in order to distract students and things like that, it offered different opportunities. And I've also coached for Sheffield Wednesday in a range of different schools promoting different movements and sports. That was as an apprentice coach. So I worked on different things there. And currently, I work in trampolining, but for your warm-up you offer a range of different sports and different warm-ups and a lot of variability.
Do you want to expand on any of those?
When it came to working with Sheffield Wednesday, it's a football club, but we did offer a range of sports. We've done gymnastics, football, rugby, cricket. We've done like different activities that got children moving in various different ways. So we've worked on functional movement skills, and so we've gone from the basics of like moving left, moving right, jumping, hopping, skipping. We've done striking and fielding skills. We've done all sorts.
Lovely. So we're looking for a head coach. So can you tell me an example of where you've had experience leading other coaches?
Within Sheffield Wednesday, we worked in pairs or in threes, and I was given the opportunity to lead a few different sessions. At trampolining, I have my own group, which I'm in charge of, who I lead, direct, instruct, support. It's working alongside another coach, but there's often times where I have to step up and take a lead and run something and give other coaches different instructions.
And how do you go about that?
I prefer more of a teamwork approach rather than I'm the boss and you're someone that follows. If I take more of a leadership rather than a boss, it promotes more harmony within the group and ensures that people are happier and don't feel as though she said this, so this is what I've got to do, but I'm miserable about it. It's something that can be discussed.
Yeah, it's a very democratic way of working. So since you brought all of this stuff with you, let's have a look at that then. So this is a bit of a progressive example,
so it's 4 sessions set out.
Yeah.
So it begins with one set of skills and you progress it further. So it's my session plans. So your foundations of movements, and we're working on agility at this point. So started off, what is agility? How is it important? How are we agile? So this session plan is just games which follow that particular skill. And then it develops onto functional movement. So then it's adding the agility into running, which then leads on to, so a bit of the same again, but in a different way. And then we add in sports skills, so putting the running and agility into a different sport, which at this point is badminton.
Yeah.
So that's and then the last session ties it all in together properly, and it progresses throughout all the different things, whereas this one is like focusing on one and then focusing on the next bit. This one ties it all together, and it's one session to move through the whole progression. But there's a summary of it, and diagrams for each exercise.
Lovely.
I like these.
Really great. Thank you for that. Thank you for being prepared for the session. So what characteristics do you have that you think would make you suitable for this role?
I like my sessions to be fun and active and inclusive. working in a range of different sports with a range of different people, you learn that you need to adapt your sessions. Sometimes you have to do it there and then on your feet for your participants, or sometimes it can be something that you can plan on. I like to think that I'm approachable and can be relatable sometimes. Well, all the time.
Yeah.
I like to have sessions that are progressive so that you can see the progressions between each person.
The characteristic?
I'm mature, I've got good timekeeping skills.
Okay. So last question from me. What do you feel like you can offer Dream Team? It's unique to you?
Because I've worked in a range of different settings and in different sports, I've got a lot that I can bring to the table. So, for example, like, yeah, a trampoline is just on a trampoline, but there's a lot of movements and a lot of key skills that can be applied to every sport. So, like, the strength and the dedication and the commitment that you need to your sport can be applied to every sport and every particular setting that you're in. I work well in and amongst a team, and I prefer to be a team rather than he said, she said, and just giving out directions. I'd like to take like the ideas of others, and then we can work as a team to transform that into something greater than what anybody else has to offer.
Happy?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add to any of the other questions?
What can Dream Team offer me as a coach?
Okay. Cool. I'm actually not going to answer your question. I just want to see if you Okay, so we'll kind of snap out of interview mode.
Yep.
And we'll do a little bit of feedback if that's okay with you. So first of all, what do you think went well? What do you think should be improved?
I need to talk more about what I can bring to the table as opposed to just being like, I'm nice and prepared for the interview. It said on the thing, like, bring a session and some reflective things.
I've already interviewed a few people this morning for this role who did not do this.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, that's awesome. So just that alone shows how detailed the reading that you did was for that,
Yeah.
for the task. So everyone else has clearly missed that bit or just sort of don't
Does
do
it
it.
matter?
So does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Shows that I can progress my sessions.
yeah. I mean, this alone shows heaps that you don't, even if you didn't manage to get it out of the questions, which some of it you did, some of it you...
Most of it didn't.
Some of it you didn't, but you can see clearly here that you know that each session is an aim and goal. Yeah, I thought that was really, really good. You're nice and relaxed? Yeah?
I don't feel it.
No?
No. I ain't like head-on situations.
We are a little bit close, but it's just because of how this has to, it's got to be plugged in, so it can't be too far away. So yeah, I do know we're a little bit close.
Yeah.
Well, you come across as relaxed, so
Okay.
even if you're not, you've managed to fool me. So I'll just put relaxed in there. Bonjour. I'll start slipping down. Okay. I thought you answered the questions really well, but it would be nice to have absolutely more solid examples of it, so I'm sure you have them. So, actually I like here that you as well referred back to when you were the teaching assistant, because it shows it when you go into schools, they do want more than just a coach. They know
Yeah.
you want to we want you to be able to understand schools and things. So I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put well.
Mommy, I'm waiting.
So I'm gonna put well referenced to previous experience.
Yep.
And what you are able to do well is use the language that we want to hear. So
Yeah.
you were talking about fundamentals and those sorts of things, which actually some people have completely missed.
Yeah.
Those basic words we want to hear from you. You could have, you didn't refer to anything you've done at uni.
Yeah.
So any of your sessions here. So try and relate back to some of that. So there must be some stuff around DPL that could have gone in there. And that's all perfect. So refer to uni. So then I did try and have a good go through everyone's CVs and cover letters and stuff. And I thought it was really good. Maybe a little work on formatting, just to make it a little bit jazzier and stand out a little bit. But
Yeah.
I thought you had a great cover letter. I think I just said that I would have moved this section down a
Doing
little.
this right, Mommy, and I always lose.
Okay.
And then the rest is just me picking out some things, and it's just
Yeah.
a little bit, it's all subjective. It's like, if I was to write it, this is potentially how I would want it, just give you a few other examples of how. Just consistency here, so you've done some, you've done 2009, some you've done just letters.
Wow.
You've just done like, instead of they've gone like 2008, you've
Oh,
just
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like a consistency thing. This first statement I thought was really, really good. It was absolutely clear. This is what I've done, this is what I'm about. In fact, I put that whole paragraph was awesome. There's a few places, and I can't, where you put like any, I can adapt to any situation.
Yeah.
And I would just
Make it more
take,
specific.
yeah, I would just take any out because it's like, God forbid something happened
Yeah.
that you had not come across before.
Yeah,
It's a very big statement to say any.
Yeah.
And then I've just scribbled some stuff at the back there. So, take all of this, and there's just another piece of paper in here for you, which is for your reflection really. This is what sports development coaching use, because they do this as their formal assessment at the end or halfway through. Ignore it, it's appropriate address, because I didn't ask you guys to do that, so don't worry about that. But it would just be nice.
I almost did, and I was like, no, I don't have the time to fight with her and find it.
Don't worry. But it will give you the opportunity to take this away with some key things to look at and just reflect. Like, and the sooner you can do this, the better.
Yep.
And then all of this you can use in your for assessment 1. And by all means, feel free to attach any of that as appendices, attach some appendices.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yep.
Cool. I think you come across very well at interview. You don't have to answer nervous at all. And you'll also get this sent through to you somehow.